Alright guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video I will quickly show you on how to download an area image sourced from Google Earth, georeference it, then digitize any study area of your choice. So follow me as we journey together. So the first thing to do is to launch into your Google Earth Pro. Alright, this is where you are going to be eligible to download an area image of your choice. So all you have to do is to click on close here. Alright, make sure you are connected to an active internet because it uses an internet connection. So provided you don't have a particular coordinate of your location where you want to download the image, alright, you can just come to this search arena here, search box, then type the address of that particular location. So in the course of this video we'll be using the Federal University of Technology Owerri photo. So you can just come here and just type photo. You see the option coming up already, so you click on it and you click on search. So the moment you click on search, it will automatically launch you into our study area, into the study area. So this is photo here, but then we know where we want to. You can decide to navigate to the particular place you want to download the section you want to download from. So if you check, for those who are familiar with this particular environment, this is my school, you'll find that here is my department, the survey department, and this region here, that's the faculty of the sport environmental sciences. So we want to download this particular section of the image so that we can georeference it on ArcMap, then digitize any of our study area. So what to do next is just to go to your download option, but then you can't just download an image. Okay, we'll need some set of control points on it that will aid our georeferencing on ArcMap. So if you check beneath here, you'll find that this are coordinates written. The moment I keep scrolling my cursor around, those are the coordinates of this particular region. So what we'll be doing here is to extract the coordinates of points. At least for georeferencing we need like 4 points, 4 control points on this particular image that we want to download to aid our georeferencing. So how to do that is just to go to your add placement. Okay, add place marker, you click on it, then you can edit the name to control point 1. I'll call it CTR1. Okay, then here, because this particular icon, I don't really buy the icon, I don't like the icon that much, so you can come here to change it. So I'll be using this particular one, then reduce the particular scale of that icon. Right, let's leave it that way, then I click OK. You will see that the icon changed. So I will move it to one of the edges here. Okay, we need like 4 control points to one of the edges there. Then these coordinates of this particular point, all you have to do is to write it down, because that is what we'll be using to georeference. The particular coordinate of this control 1, you write it down in a particular book. So here we go. So the moment you finish writing it down, you just click on OK. Alright, it will be saved. The same way you are going to add another set of control. So I'll call this one CTR2. Alright, then you make sure your controls, they are sparsely distributed around the image. So I'm putting it here, somewhere here. Alright, just don't let it cluster in a point, just separate them. So this is the coordinate of this particular point. If you see, the moment I move it, the coordinate starts changing at this particular point. So this is it here for control 2. Alright, so you copy it down in a book as well. So I have copied that down and I've clicked OK. I'll do the same thing for my control 3, CTR3. Alright, then I move this one somewhere here. Let's move it somewhere here. Alright, so this CTR3, this is the coordinate. You just have to write it down as well. So I'm done writing down, then I click OK. Do the same thing for the fourth one. This is CTR4. Then you can now move it somewhere here. You can see how sparsely distributed they are, so don't let it cluster. It will aid your georeferencing, so you copy it down. So the moment you are done with that, you click OK. Then the next thing is to download this particular section of this image to download it. So how to download it is just to come to this particular download. You see save image. All right, this particular icon, save image, click on it. So the moment you click on it, you see some options popping out. All right, this untitled map and the legend, we don't really need it. We find out it's covering our control point here, so all you have to do to uncheck that is to go to map options. Okay, uncheck this title and description, then uncheck legend, uncheck scale as well. This scale is this particular something here, so we don't need those parts. We just want to see all our image complete. All right, so that's just it. Then you can click on save. Then if you check the next, you can just decide to cancel here. All right, so if you check the next thing is the resolution. That is how sharp you want the image to be when you are done downloading. There are different resolution scales here, so let's just go for maximum. That is the sharpest. Then you can now go ahead to click on save image. So therefore you click on save image, it will ask you the directive where you want it to be. So you can just decide to create a folder. So I created a folder, so I'm navigating to that folder, study map, then I want it to be there. Right, so I want it to be there. You can now give it a name. Right, you can now give it a name, area img, that is area image. Right, and you can now click on save. So it's downloading already. So this is how to basically download an area image from Google Earth. So that's just it, it's done. So you can now decide to close. Just close the tab, or you can minimize and close it. So the next step to do is to launch into your ArcMap, okay, by opening it up. The ArcMap will open, then we can go ahead to georeference that particular image, because it's a JPEG, it's on georeference, so we want to georeference. Georeferencing simply means you are assigning coordinates to a particular image that's not having a coordinate, so you are just assigning a coordinate to the set of the raster image. So our Arcgis is opening up. So here we are inside our ArcMap, so you can just decide to click close if you have any work environment already. So the first thing to do on ArcMap is to define the coordinate system you want to work with on the layer. So on this particular layer, you right click on it, go to properties. When you go to properties, go to coordinate system. Alright, define the particular coordinate system. Remember, we downloaded an image from Google Earth, which is using a WGS84 WGS84 datum. Alright, so and what we want to work with is on WGS84 as well. If your work is not on WGS84, you will have to do a datum transformation. But what we are having for this video now is just WGS84. So you go to projected coordinate system, scroll down to UTM, then scroll down to WGS84, go to Northern Hemisphere, then scroll down to the zone. Alright, photo is in Owerri, which is zone 32. Alright, UTM zone 32 here. So you click apply and OK. So we have defined the coordinate system we want our layer to be. Then all you have to do next is to import the JPEG image of the downloaded area. So here it is. Click on it, then you click add. So it's telling us that it's on no spatial reference. This is why it's telling us it's on no spatial reference, because the image is not yet georeference. It's not working, it's not having a coordinate system. So we have to do okay. Then we need to georeference this image. So how to do that is straightforward. We have our CTR spread across, that is our control point, but it is not yet assigned to this image. So we want to assign those coordinates we extracted on Google Earth to this control point to help us define this whole image to a particular reference system. So how to do that is just to go to add control. You see add control point here, click on it. All right, you'll see a plus sign. Just zoom to the particular control point you want to georeference first, click on it. All right, right click, then input X and Y. All right, so you click on input X and Y, then you put the instance of the extracted coordinate for control 1, then the nothings here. So we are putting in instance now. For control 1, the instance is 277.004.83. Y for the nothings is 596.031.78. Then you click on OK. Alright, when your image disappears, no cause for alarm, just go to your area image on the layer, right click on it, then you go to zoom to layer, click on it to bring it back. So you go to do the same thing for CTR2. Remember, what we are doing now is georeferencing. Alright, you put the instance for control 2 in your X, which is 277.955. Then you click on OK. Do the same thing, go to the image, click on zoom to layer, it's bringing it up. So the next thing is to go to CTR3 as well, right? Click on it, input X and Y. And do for CTR4. Zoom to layer. Then we want to check the root mean square, because that is what we aid. We are to see the precision of what we've done. Root mean square is just like a quantity, okay, that tells you how precise what you are working with, how precise it is. So how to check that is to go to the root mean square icon here, view link table, right? This is where you are going to see that. So we go to the view link table. So let's increase this. If you check, what our interest is this forward, okay, the root mean square error, but we are not seeing something too precise. We are having 0.16. All right, so then we want to have something of 0.00 something that is more precise. So how to do that is just to, if you check, these are residuals. All right, these are the residuals for X, for the instance, and for the nothings, and these are the combination of the residual squares. So we need something that is going to be on 0.0 something. That is how precise we want our image to be, our georeferenced image to be. So what you have to do is to go to the X, okay, the X of the first control point. All right, if you check it is editable, okay, you can just choose to increase it. All right, let's increase it by 45 here, right? So you can see now the root mean square changed to 0.08, right? You can still increase it more so that it's going to be that precise. That at times you have to just reduce it, okay, so that you can have something very, very beautiful at the both end of your work. So well, let's achieve something much more beautiful than this. So I'm increasing it to 77 this time around. So you can see it is now 0.0168. So it is okay this way. So if you check the residuals now, they are now on the 0.0, all of them. So we are good to go this way. So the next thing to do is to go to georeferencing. All right, you need to rectify the image first. Rectify the image. You don't need to do much changes here. Just click on save. Okay, you can see it's loading here. So it's gonna be to 100% before it can save. So we've successfully rectified. All right, then all you have to do is to go to updates. So you can see it's updated already. So all these are image. You can see here beneath, they are showing the istings and nothings of this image. So you can just choose to uncheck. All right, all right. You see what I did first? I had to uncheck the first one, then bring in the new one. All right, so I'm gonna remove this one now. But this is our georeferenced image, the georeferenced image. So that is basically on how to georeference. So like I said in the course of the video, I'm going to show you on how to digitize a study area of any region of this particular image. You can see it's very sharp. You can see it clearly to digitize anything at all. So let's say you are having a particular project to run a bathymetry chart, okay, to produce a batch chart of this region of this river. Okay, you want to do an hydrographic survey of this region and you want to put it as a particular visualization on your report that okay, this is the region you did your hydrographic survey on. So you just want to digitize it on this map, then add it to your report as a study area map. So how to do that is just to go to your catalog here, right, click on it, navigate to the particular folder whereby you want the shapefile to be on. So I'm having my study area map here. So the moment you're on our catalog, scroll to where your folder is. So this is my folder where I want my digitized study area or site area to be. So just click on it, then scroll down to new, then scroll down to shapefile. All right, so here all you have to do is to name the particular shapefile. So I want to call this site. Right, that is the site I want to work on from this image. Then go to polygon, define the coordinate system whereby you want the shapefile to be. Right, then scroll down, let it be on the same coordinate system our georeferenced image is. Scroll down to ATM, scroll down to WGS84, northern hemisphere, then down to the zone, then OK. Alright, you can now OK. So if you have done that successfully, you have created a shapefile for the site you want to work on. You can now close this. So you can see we have it here. Make it hollow so that you can see through when digitizing. Alright, make it hollow, then you click on OK. So to digitize this particular river, all right, this region. Say you want to do a hydrographic survey on this particular region, all right. So all you have to do to digitize that is now to start editing. Go to editor. In case you can't see this on your own toolbar, all right, on your own work environment, just click at customize. Okay, or you can decide to check at other editor toolbars here. Okay, yeah, okay, then exactly. So the same way, it's either you go through here, all right, or you go through here. So you go to the customers, you activate this editor. Okay, activate it, all right, then you just close it. So the moment you activate it, it's going to pop out on your work environment. So you go to editor, then you click on start editing. So all our editing tools, they are now activated. So where you have to navigate to is now create features. Click on it, then click on site, then click on polygon. You can shift this somewhere here. Then you can now easily digitize this region by just clicking on the edges of the river, just the river only. Then you can now hit the enter or you right click, okay, to finish part. Okay, so in case you want to make it, you can put it in clean blue something, so or something much more thicker. You can decide to go to fill color, something much more thicker, you know, for water. Okay, so the moment you digitize your region, you just have to save edit, all right, then stop editing. So you have successfully digitized that particular region, right? Can make this black. So like I said, the moment you double click, okay, it's gonna pop out. Then you can make it fill in again, right? Make it fill in and this. You want to leave it this way. So you have successfully created a feature of your study area, like a feature, a site in this particular image. So you can zoom to layer, then save edit. Remember, then you stop editing. If you are done with digitizing your particular site where you want to work on, you can stop editing. But if you still have other places, you can decide to still digitize it by creating the shapefile for it, just like I did for this site, for this river. Alright, create the shapefile, then you digitize. So basically that is all. So lastly, we can do a precision analysis by just importing a particular CSV coordinate. All right, those in my school from the Federal University of Technology knows that there's a particular control established with the static models GPS surveying somewhere here and here. So we are going to be launching that to see if they are at their respective positions. Remember, this datum was on main datum, but it has been transformed to WGS84, which this image was georeferenced on. So remember that you cannot import main datum coordinates on a WGS84 datum and it's going to fall. It's not going to align, it's not going to overlay except you do a datum transformation first. So I've transformed the coordinates and I'm overlaying it. So how to do that is you bring in this CSV uh, format of the control. It was saved on Excel. Okay, so you bring it in, then you display X and Y, right? So you don't need to do much. You can see the projected coordinate system is this, right? Then click on OK. You click on OK as well. So those in my school can testify that. Let me make it bigger. I'll make it red. So this is like a precision test. So these are the two control, right, somewhere here and here. So we can decide to add label features. So if you see, it's on photo 001, which is WGS84. Alright, then WGS84 photo 003, and that is just it. So for furthermore, in case you want to see this particular shapefile on Google Earth, it is still possible. Alright, it's still possible. You can still do it. All you have to do, okay, is to minimize. Alright, then go to your Google Earth Pro, Google Earth. Alright, launch into it. So the moment you launch onto it, remember you are expected to be connected to an active internet. Click on OK and OK. Alright, so the next thing to do is just to go to your file. Alright, and scroll down to import. Okay, so you can see, so this is the folder I'm working in. So you scroll down, this is the file extension of different this thing. You click on it to choose the particular shapefile, the file extension of what you want to see, what you want to overlay on Google Earth. So Google Earth can still see shapefile, can still see different formats, okay, a GeoTIFF, a TIFF file, you know, different kind of format. So we want to work with a particular format, which is the shapefile. That is our site. What we digitize on our image is S3 shapefile. So you click on it, you can see what we digitize is there. You click on it as well, it has popped up on the file name. All you have to do is to click on open. So the moment you click on open, you can just decide to click on yes, yes, and yes. You can just okay, and then you can save if you want, and no. So you can cancel. You can see, so it's going to launch you just where you've digitized on ArcMap. You can see this is where we digitize on ArcMap, so you can decide to make, you see, so that's just it, where we digitize, where we downloaded, and where we digitize. So thank you for watching. Remember to like, share, comment, give us suggestions on what you want our next video to be on, and remember to invite your friends, subscribe to this YouTube channel, and we look forward to working with you the more. Remember, our next video will be on datum transformation. Thank you.